most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Sharp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course,
Having
Bob.
trouble sleeping, Brad?
Well, Bob, I've been working on it and getting some wonderful success.
All right. Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Sleep hygiene. How to train your mind to fall asleep fast and all night.
That's
so
right.
basically stay asleep.
That's right. We got 7 suggestions or options, and you're going to want to go through all of them because some
And
of
a
them
bonus.
And a bonus. That's right. So,
and yes, you do want to go through all of them because actually number 6 and 7 I never heard of.
Yeah.
And I've read a lot on sleep.
And that's why I wanted to get this video out there so people are aware of it. But before we go on.
If you want to really sleep well, you want to get a good mattress. And by the way, if you're new to our channel, please subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go to bobandbrad.com, go to the giveaway section, and we are giving away a Sleepovation mattress. This thing is awesome. You just go to the giveaway section, sign up, or you can also go to Facebook and sign up there. It'll be pinned to the top of the page. Go to Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program. And Brad, what else do we have?
Oh, podcasts. As a matter of fact, I was just listening to it this morning. I'm very impressed with that interview, and they're all good.
Yeah.
Wait, Bob.
This mattress has individual separate mattresses, 700 of them. This is just a sample of the mattress. You can't even look at the innards like
well,
this.
It's got a cover, complete cover.
A complete cover. Yeah, you can't get at it anymore now. So this thing, if you have any pain, this is your mattress.
I love mine, Bob, but we got to talk about some more sleep stuff.
All right.
So
where'd you get this information from, Brad?
Oh, good point. I was reading this book. It's called Sleep Smarter. This is by Shawn Stevenson. As a matter of fact, I read his book on diet. Actually,
really?
Not diet, nutrition. Yeah, and I like his style. I like his background. He's got a really interesting background of a completely failed health problems because of his diet, because of his and he turned himself around, and now he's very educated. He works with this. That's what he does. He speaks publicly to companies as well as to other areas and other arenas. He's a nice guy, and I like his writing. So this is just a part of this book. When I read this part, I thought, man, I got to, because there's a number of things in there that we've talked about already on our program. But this episode...
Like I said, I've read a lot. Like I read Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a very good book too. But this one mentioned 2 things that he did not, which I think are very interesting. I'm going to incorporate them.
The whole book is full of little tidbits and solutions about how to sleep better. And not only that, but he has science between all of them. He has a whole 3 or 4 pages in the back of, what do we call it?
References.
Yeah. Thanks, Bob. Okay, let's get on with the program.
Okay.
Now, think about where you sleep. A lot of people, most people sleep in their bedroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, keep that in mind. Now, if you go to get a massage, typically you want to get really relaxed, right?
Right.
So you go in the room, and the room is painted and
with warm colors.
The decor, everything is very peaceful and calm. Maybe some music in the background.
Exactly.
Temperature is right. You lay down and you just feel wonderful.
You're setting the mood.
Yeah, you're setting the mood. And oftentimes people feel like they could come out and fall asleep after that. So the whole idea of that is your bedroom needs to be the same setting.
Exactly.
Okay, so these 7 he calls them rules. I don't know if rules is exactly the word, but options or suggestions are really, I think, a good way to set up your room for that area. When you walk in there, your mind knows this is a place to sleep subconsciously.
Gotcha.
And it's going to work.
And you want to have the habit that your mind kicks into this sleep mode every time it goes into that room.
It's just like children. When you have a child, an infant, they eventually learn that when they go to bedroom at night, the door closes, the lights are out. They learn. They might cry a little bit, but eventually they go to sleep.
They've got to learn that when they cry, nobody's going to come.
Right. Yep. And they'll fall asleep.
Self-soothe.
Yeah. We've got a 2-year-old granddaughter, and we know it. She cries for about 30 seconds. And she's out.
She is.
Very consistently. It works very well. So as adults, we need to do the same thing. Number one thing.
Cry for 30 seconds?
Right.
That would be me.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Your wife has got
Yeah.
a lot of. We
There's
really
issues.
we got to give her credit.
Yeah.
The first one, bedroom, is only for two things. Number
Alright.
one is sleeping.
This is a family show, Brad.
That's exactly my
Yeah.
point, Bob. And number two is for making families.
Yeah.
No, we all know it's for that relationship
Relationship
building.
building.
Exactly.
Sure.
So we got to get that in our mind. That's the number one rule. The next one, this can be real tough for a lot of people. No cell phones, no laptops, no TVs are going to be in the bedroom. Not only do
Right.
they keep your mind active about other
Yes.
things that may get you ruminating
They put out blue light.
and the blue light.
Yeah.
So it's a twofold
And
issue.
blue light is working to keep you awake. It's telling your body it's supposed to be awake, that there's sunlight coming out.
And it's got to do with the or melatonin.
Melatonin, I
Yeah.
believe.
We don't have to get into that chemical.
Brett, I'm going to
part
add
of
one
it.
right now that has
Okay.
nothing to do with the room at all.
Yep.
And this was, I know he's mentioned it, and I know it was mentioned in the other book. They said the number one thing to help you is stay consistent
Right.
with your time.
Yep.
Like if you go to bed at 10 o'clock during the week, you should really try to get fairly close to that in the weekend too.
Mhm.
And I know that's hard,
Yeah.
especially when you're younger and partying.
Wow, I was never that way, Bob.
Oh yeah,
and
right.
you know that.
Yeah.
No, I can relate.
So you really, if sleep is important to you, you've got to try to keep that consistency.
Right. Okay, so again, it's only for two things: sleeping and for making
Right.
families. No,
No
cell
cell
phones,
phones,
no
laptops,
laptop,
TV.
TVs. No, don't do any type of work.
Right.
Anything that's going to get your mind active. That's going to not allow you.
It's
to
funny.
sleep.
We were just talking about this with my Linda's nephew. He was working right till he went to sleep, and he had so much trouble sleeping.
Yeah.
And that's the same with me. If I'm doing work and too late and don't have enough wind down time,
Yep.
it just you don't sleep well.
Yep. So wind down appropriately an hour or so before you go to bed.
At least an hour.
Yep. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about air quality. Air temperature, we've talked about this, 62 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Some people may vary, but you'll know when it's too warm. That's typically the biggest problem.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so big of an issue with us at our house. Like it's been cool out lately, and we've had the windows open.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, sleep so well.
Oh my God. That was the next thing. Open the windows
Yeah.
if it's appropriate. If it's not 20 below, obviously, or you've got a lot of traffic noise or whatever right outside.
Well,
that
unfortunately,
irritates you.
at 4:30 in the morning, I have to close the windows because the birds are starting to,
Oh,
and they're just loud as heck. I mean,
that's a beautiful thing. isn't it?
Yeah.
I love the birds, but yeah, they can be a problem. The next thing is, well, for air quality, this is what we use in the wintertime.
Sure.
Humidity, it's not very expensive. Put some water in there and let it blow out some humidity. Eliminates the dry mouth, the nose,
Yeah,
and that kind of
I
thing.
actually got a bloody nose this year again.
Oh,
from,
wow.
From dry air.
Not good. I'm glad your wife didn't hit you.
Yeah. Maybe she did.
This is another thing. If you're you got allergies and stuff,
Sure.
get an air purifier.
You're just gonna breathe better.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We use one just occasionally,
Sure.
those times a year, and so there's all different kinds. We're not going to suggest what kind, but do some homework.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
So some people may not need that, may not need this.
Right.
Another thing that works well for us is we use a little fan. This is one that we use, and you just turn that baby on. He gives you that white noise, but also just some air movement.
We've used this for 20 years.
Yeah, it's nothing new.
We have when we go to a hotel, we make sure we use their fan, or we bring an app along.
Oh yeah, right on your phone. That's a nice thing. But my wife likes that air blowing right across.
Yeah, so does my wife.
I don't.
I don't either.
I just like to hear it. I can blow it on the wall.
Exactly. But she's got it blowing right on her. So.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that is
interesting. It's a
interesting.
female thing or what? But anyway, that's another story. Let's go to the next thing, Bob. Now this
is a new one to me.
This is where this.
Yeah, why was this planned here? Covering up our names.
Right, exactly right, Bob. But there's a very good reason for it. And what happens is with this particular plant, it's few things about it are unique. It doesn't take much to keep it alive. It doesn't need a lot of light, so you can keep it in your room. And it doesn't need much water, so you don't have to have a green thumb or a green finger.
Yeah.
There's another story to that. But what the unique thing about this plant is, in the evening, throughout the night, is when it produces the most oxygen and it absorbs the most carbon dioxide.
Fun.
So you're actually freshening your air with the plant. And it's not the only plant that does this, by the way.
This is the snake plant.
Right. And I don't know. I guess it looks like a snake.
I remember this from botany. That
Oh,
was a
really?
snake plant.
Oh,
'cause
wow.
I don't know. That looks like a snake to me for
Yeah.
some reason.
Is that what you thought, Tanner? Well, there you go. That's why it's called a snake plant. So,
Hey, straighten out your collar, by the way.
oh my goodness.
On the
Oh,
right
Bob,
side.
I'm falling apart inside
Yeah.
and out. I'm sure the viewers are driving them nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Good thing I have my English going well. So, anyways, this is what we have in our house.
I'm gonna get one now.
Yep.
I'm gonna get a
There's
snake
some other
plant.
plants. Let me see. There's the jasmine plant.
I don't
they-
know what that is.
Well, I think it's a viney thing.
Doesn't
you know,
that smell like jasmine? Isn't it a smell?
I think that Tanner, yeah.
He believes so.
Yeah, I did read out about my memory is failing me because I wanted the snake plant. The English
Yeah.
ivy is known for being a natural air filter.
All right.
So, anyways,
The English got to figure it out.
yeah, I think this is a nice segue into how this can really rejuvenate and put something new and relaxing. When you
Exactly.
go into that bedroom, it's quiet, it's dark, you got oxygen being produced by the plant, you got a humidifier, a little background
You
noise.
didn't talk about the darkness, though, Brad.
Oh,
That's
that
number,
is
number 7.
one of the
or
biggest
bonus.
ones as well. I should have put that at the top of the list. Keep your room dark,
Yes.
and not just kind of dark, but very dark. It should be black, completely black out everything. He suggests, and actually, except for if you need a nightlight,
Right.
because if you gotta get up, go to the bathroom, you don't want to stumble and
And I was doing that.
you're stumbling.
Yeah, that's why we got a nightlight.
Yeah, but there's a solution if you use red light. Use a red nightlight so that what happens is the light does not
Affect the melatonin.
the melatonin,
Sure.
and then it's going to help maintain that sleepiness and that
Sure.
drowsiness. So
I'm
he,
going to do that. I'm
yeah.
going to get a
Yep.
red light.
I think you could just take the bulb and paint it red.
Well, that's it too.
Well, I'm just saying you don't have. You can go buy
I actually
one.
have a little string of little bulbs into vase. That my
Oh,
wife had
really?
put- Yeah,
Yeah,
she came up
yeah,
with that.
Just
so.
go to the hardware store, buy some red paint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you
I
save-
could. Yeah, I could. The vase could be red.
Yeah, take some red cellophane or something to wrap
Yeah.
around. Anyways, so get a red light. He even suggests if your clock has
Digital numbers.
LEDs that
Yeah.
are white or other than red, they should be red too. So when
Sure.
you buy a clock, get a red one, or
I wonder if that's. Most of ours are red. So
It-
I'm guessing that they knew that.
or yeah, I don't know, maybe red are cheaper. I'm not
Yeah.
really sure. One way or another, it's interesting that he says to go to that extent, and there's studies supporting this,
Sure.
all these things. So
Yeah, give yourself every advantage. I mean,
Right.
sleep is so important.
right.
So
Right. So why not make your bedroom into that sanctuary with all
That's
these
right.
little pleasantries that are just going to make you feel better about life when you wake up because you've slept all night. Now Tanner just said he slept all night last night for the
Yeah.
first time.
you
Was
feel
it
like
because of
$1,000,000.
did you just get a snake plant?
Yes.
No, but he's going to.
Yes.
All right, very
All
good.
right.
Sleep well and have a
Peace.
good night.